Welcome to another Closerz Academy training. I'm your host tonight, Ronnie Salem. Tonight we've got a special guest with us. I'm super excited with this one because
Oh,
the energy, the mindset, the work ethic, everything that he brings to the table is different and new agents and new studs and weapons in our team that I've seen before. I've only seen it, I think I can count less than three times on my hand. Now, this guy has put up over $100,000 within his first 3 months into the business and scaling a team at even a faster speed. And if the agency was called to war and they called this guy to the front line, I can confidently say that everybody's in trouble if his name gets called out. So join me in welcoming in Kyle Hansen into tonight's training call. Drop some ones, drop some emojis. Let's
I
get this
appreciate that, Ronnie.
on, Kyle.
We are in war. We know it. We're in the battlefield right now. We're always
So
at war. I appreciate that.
take it away, brother. I know your background was a special
Yeah.
one. Your story definitely is touching, man.
Yeah. So I'll give everybody, a short story. My background, like Ronnie said, my name is Kyle Hansen. I've been in the business 3 months now. My first dialing day was March 5th. We'll take it back though, just to like my childhood, growing up. It was like, not a perfect household. So I have a lot of fire in me that drives me to be the way that I am now. I saw my parents struggle financially. I saw, bickering between my mom and father. My dad actually was diagnosed with brain cancer when I was in fifth grade. And, so it was a very tough childhood, not a normal childhood, that most people, live. So I was always thrown ups and downs. So I'm used to being told no. I'm used to seeing the struggle. So it's really built a fire in me to push myself to maximize everything in this business. Now, back in December of this year is when I started finally trying to get into life insurance. I found just a random YouTube video online, and it was in regards to like this one guy. He posted that like he got somebody coverage that had like brain cancer or something. And that's actually what my father passed away to 3 years ago. He got re-diagnosed. They gave him X amount of time to live, and he passed away. So we moved on from that, and I've been trying for like the last 3 to 4 years to figure out a way to like really create passive income, something that I can maximize everything, where there's no cap cut, and something where everybody could do it. But in the back of my head, I know that not everybody's going to be willing to do it. And I see that in the business every single day because there's 1% of us for a reason. It really does take all 100 things to get the job done correctly. If you're trying to maximize and talk about financial freedom, you've got to do it all. So back in December, I was studying. It was Christmas Day. I was North Texas on a farm by myself. My roommate who I was living with, he was at his family's. I was studying for life insurance on Excel on the couch by myself on Christmas. I took my first exam January 1st, and I was originally going with American Income Life because that's the video that I saw on YouTube. And by the grace of God, I failed my exam. And the dude who was trying to reach out to me and recruit me, I had this super weird fucking feeling from like he was cooked. Like there was just something about him. It was just pissing me off. So I was like, yeah, I'm never answering this guy again. Was trying to figure it out. It was mid-January, and I saw this one dude. I won't say names, but he's cooked as well. He's he's cooked. And long story short, he brought me to Family First Life convention in February. I saw how much money he made. He made about 250,000 in his first 12 months. And I was like, holy shit, wow. I'm like, sign me up. Biggest fucking mistake the dude ever made was bringing me to the fucking convention. So I get there and I see Ronnie fucking Salem, Tanner Mendelson, Dante, Wiley, all these fucking sick ass motherfuckers, right? And they're all on stage talking about how it's only been a year to 2 years and they're running teams of 500,000, $1 million. And like, my buddy's sitting there the whole time thinking like, wow, Kyle's going to be on my team. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, who the fuck am I going with? I'm like, who the fuck am I running with? Who's going to maximize me? Who's gonna like put in their time and effort into me? And like a week went by after that convention, and I was listening to, who was there? Tim Grover, who I fucking listen to him still when I fall asleep at night. Like the shit that he says, like if you actually listen to some of it, like and implement it, like it fucking works. You know, just as simple as like getting out of bed in the morning, choosing what ghost to step into and shoes to put on. Like people are like, what the fuck are you talking about, Kyle? But I choose those winning shoes every fucking day. You know, let's say I went salesless, you know, for a week, like it's all good. I'm still fucking winning. And that's like what's built into my mind. So I actually, in that point at the convention, right after convention, like I wasn't working. I was trying to do life insurance since December. So I was just going broke, you know, paying rent, paying my car, XYZ bills, but not actually working. So I had like zero fucking dollars. And I'm like I'm like, holy fuck, what do I do? So I did reach out to Tanner Mendelson. So if he's on this call, put some ones in the fucking chat for Tanner Mendelson. Fucking absolute tank. If you know, you fucking know. If you don't, look up his name. He's going to be in the record books. That's the stat. Watch the fuck out for Tanner Mendelson. Now, I reached out to him, and after the convention, I actually wrote down all my goals. So at the convention, you know, like you said on stage, if you're new, write down all of your goals and how you're going to do it. And I did that. You know, I didn't have a team yet. I have a mentor, nobody. I just went home and I did that weekend. I reached out to Tanner, got on the call with him, and whatever he heard in my voice, he heard. But I told him, hey, I wanted to write 20,000 my first month. I wanted to do 400,000 my first year. And I wanted 50 team members my first year. And then a bunch of other stuff as well. But he said to me, hey, I give you 100 things to do, a to-do list. And if you can actually implement them all 100, which nobody fucking does. Every single motherfucker in this call right now, there's probably like 10 people, maybe 10, that actually do every single fucking thing. And I love it because it's like, come on, like it's really not that hard to just do it and get it done. So what he told me was, hey, just fucking listen to me. Give me your heart and soul. He's like, I'm going to help you. I needed, you know, some financial help. He didn't really think about it. He went out of his way and helped me to where I could take my exam again, do X, Y, and Z, and be able to pass my course, which I also failed again. I was ready to run through a wall. And I told Tanner, I was like, yo, I promise you I'll take this exam 30 times. Like, I'm never going to give up. Like, this is it. Like, I'm 100% locked in. I was at the convention, bro. I was like, I'm in it. And, you know, he ran with me. So I finally passed. That was probably like, you know, the end of February. So my first dialing day was March 5th of this year. So it was a whole fucking adventure. Yeah, like it wasn't like I see some of these people. I brought in this one girl, Zoe. It was a Monday. She scheduled her exam and then she was dialing the next Monday. It was like, I was like, holy shit, how the fuck did you pass? So for me, it just wasn't a one-time thing. It was like, hey, we're going to beat you down on the ground and see if you even want to get back up for this shit. And I was like, yeah, I do want to get up for this shit. Like I met, you know, I saw Ronnie, I saw Tanner, all these people at the conference. I'm like, I'm doing this. And I'm going to do it with them. I'm not going to bullshit and say, hey, yeah, I'm all in, and then not fucking wake up and get on Zoom at the right time. Like, it's just ridiculous what I see on a daily basis from a lot of individuals. It's mind blowing. But yeah, so Tanner and I clicked, and he told me, hey, we're going to rip heads off. We're going to take over the world. And I was like, holy shit, this motherfucker's crazy. I was like, he's crazy. And he's like, you know, my mentor is Ronnie Salem. This guy's crazy as fuck too. And I'm like, holy shit, like, where do I sign, like, to never leave you guys? And I remember like on Zoom and just listening my first few days before March 5th, and just listening to the way that Tanner spoke to his team, that he spoke to the people on the phone, the clients, and how he, you know, how he just acted on his daily, you know, basis, and throughout his life, whether it's like for work or not work. He's just one of the best human beings that I've personally ever met in my entire life. And I would die for him. Like, if you fuck with Tanner, I'll kill you for real. Quote me. So like, I don't give a fuck. Like, these are my people. We're going to protect each other. And he's given me everything that I needed to succeed. And if I don't succeed, it is on me 100%, because he said 10 things to do and I'm doing them, and things are really working for me personally. My first month, I deposited $21,000 into the bank account my first 30 days in the business.
Zero
And
leads, man.
it was work.
Throw
What was
that
that?
in. Zero leads, man.
Yes, zero lead spend.
Throw that part in. Zero
Everything. Yeah, zero fucking lead spend. And let's give a shout out to Ronnie Salem. Put some ones in the chat for creating all of this for all of us. And I don't think enough of us fucking appreciate what he's done, because if you go anywhere else, even within Family First Life, you're going to get fucked. And I was going to get fucked if I didn't fail my fucking exam and go to the convention. And I'm very thankful for everything Ronnie's done. So make sure you guys appreciate the vault. And in regard to the vault, yeah, I love that thing. And if anybody wants to give me permanent access, go for it. I will personally tear up the vault for the rest of my fucking life. I don't even need to recruit anybody. The vault's that fucking good. And the ones that complain on the daily basis, whether it's about the vault or any leads, it's you're pounding the negativity into your own brain. A lead is a lead at the end of the day. It's a whole mindset thing, Ronnie. And like you and Tanner have taught me that. You know, it's as far like Tim Grover said, wake up and choose to be on a winning team. These leads, we're bringing this, the client's now going to be on a winning team because of you. So be excited that you're even getting the chance to call them. They did put in a request, whether it was yesterday or 6 months ago. If you're there on the phone, it's a new fucking lead. And if you can't close them, it's on you. Because if your upline and mentor is giving you the steps, the instructions, and a fucking script to read, read it. You know, there's individuals that I see every day. It's like, read the script. They don't want to read it. They sell once or twice a week and they complain. Like what?
I'm
like,
literally in the office today listening to my dial, and he's giving the numbers, and I'm listening to him give the numbers. Doesn't say the beneficiary's name, doesn't say the ring we use at the very end when we give the numbers. In my head, I'm like, he's not going to close on the numbers. He's going to get, I need to think of it. Yeah. But when you look at it, it's like, dude, these agents are getting past those numbers because they're not reading the script.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
It's a fucking script. And it's like, yeah.
Read the script. Month 1, 20K. What was month 2 and 3 like?
So March, I deposited 21,000 into the bank account. I've sold over 40 each month since I've been in the business. So March, and then April, month of April, my bank deposit shows about $29,000 deposited. My fucking bank is weird. It goes on the 15th, but May is going to be about 40,000. So I'm doing about $10,000 increase every single month while building. Right now I have a team of 7 writers, and then hopefully by the end of the month of June, I'll have up to 15, 20.
You mind if I flash something real quick?
Sure.
You sent me that?
Yeah, fucking flash it.
Kyle sent me this the other day.
That's my second month in the business, motherfuckers. All you got to do is work. Read the fucking script. It's not that fucking hard. Stop being degenerates. Like, what the fuck?
That's all it is. And then, like, if you look
at it, I'm gonna run through the brick wall.
Hell yeah. Month 3, like what did you just buy last weekend?
It's outside. I bought a really gorgeous Porsche over the weekend. I'm following in my boy Tanner's footsteps. I'm not at Lamborghini level yet, but I wanted to, have something for myself that I felt that I earned and deserved. But that's also going to help me market out my business and show people like, hey, Kyle Hansen's not fucking around. He's making a lot of money. He's going to keep making a lot of money. When I say everyone's fucked, maybe how many people are in this room? 142? Only 3 of us know that everyone's actually fucked, and that's me, Ronnie, and Tanner. And maybe some other people are starting to realize that. If not, to each his own. Just keep dialing. We'll see you soon. But yeah,
Porsche, man, it's amazing because you've been through so much adversity with losing your father at an early age. Like even that message you sent me about Bum Bum the other day, I sent that to my wife, and she was like emotional about that.
No, I see you, and I want the same thing. You're a great father. You're a great mentor to everybody. You're a great business leader, entrepreneur. And it's like, why not? It's just, why not follow in somebody's footsteps that you admire? And all these people are coming into the business and they're like, holy shit, Ronnie Salem is doing XYZ, flying here. Awesome. He's doing this. He's making money. But then they don't want to fucking work past 9 p.m. They don't want to wake up at 8. Fucking 8 a.m. is early, like as late as fuck. Like, you know, my schedule. I mean, fuck, last week I was going through my alarms because God was not letting me wake up because I haven't slept in the last fucking 90 days. You know what I mean? Like, and people just can't take that little fucking thing. It's like, hey, 12 months, no girlfriend, no fucking family, no fucking nothing, just work. And then you have the rest of your life to enjoy with your loved ones the way that you are dreaming of doing it. But they just can't do it. I was at dinner last night and one of the younger dudes is fucking gone for 20 minutes on the phone with some fucking bimbo. And they're arguing, right? Why? He could be at the table talking about business with the boys like we were doing. And that's like the little things that piss me the fuck off because these kids just don't get it. It's like, you need to put this bullshit aside and just listen to the people who are making a lot of money, because your time is going to run out, because people like Ronnie aren't going to want to deal with you forever. People like me are not going to deal with you more than 5 fucking seconds. I'll kill you. It's ridiculous. Like, it just fires me up because all of us want the same thing at the end of the day. Like, the majority of us have the same why in this business. We want either financial freedom, to take care of our loved ones, to, you know, be free and have passive income. Like, it's all the same shit. So we need to act like it. And I don't understand why there's only a certain few that act like it, because this business will give you the fucking world if you just treat it like the business there is. And people just don't do it.
So last year was my second convention, but I remember this when I went to my first convention. I went there and I saw all of these like 40, 50-year-old, like older dudes, overweight, like taking all these awards on stage. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
when I come back, I'm gonna tear that stage to fucking shreds.
Oh yeah.
Have my guys run circles around it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. But it's like when you
It was.
see, like, you know, there's no reason those guys that are 40, 50 should be out competing us.
Nope.
Like,
Or the
we've got
fucking the meth head that was in the Walmart parking lot 2 years ago. He was on stage. He said, I was a crackhead 2 years ago, homeless, living in a Walmart parking lot. He's a millionaire now. And we have these 19, 20-year-olds that can't wake up on time.
don't want to work. Now, obviously, you saw fast results. Month 1, month 2, you've deposited 20K each month since starting. What did the schedule look like early on?
My schedule, my first 30 days, I worked Monday to Sunday, okay, all day, every day. I didn't go to the gym my first month. I fucking barely ate during the day. I was up cooking ramen noodles and eggs because we were on a fucking farm. I was going out back, getting fresh eggs, ramen noodles, eating that at like 1, 2 a.m. But I was dialing from at least 8:30 a.m. until midnight my first 30 days. After my first 30 days, I cut back. I stopped working Sundays, but my schedule Monday to Saturday stayed exactly the fucking same. And it's still the same. Monday to Saturday, I'm in the office by 8:30 the latest, right? If you're not here by 9, get the fuck out, right? Get the fuck out, right? And that's just it. So 8:30, you know, I'll leave the office at 10, but when I go back to the house, like, it's still work. We're still submitting applications for the new guys. We're still helping them submit applications. We're still doing training calls. We're doing recruiting calls. Whatever the fuck it is. I mean, you and I and Tanner are up all night, every single night. I mean, you know it. That's the schedule, and people need to put in the time for the results. If you're not going to put in time, you're not going to get the results. If you dial for 6 hours, right, and have no sales, and then you can't fucking complain. You didn't work the day, because within the next 2 hours, you might have dialed and sold $5,000. Like, you don't fucking know if you don't fucking know, and you'll never know if you just don't work.
And that's the thing, man. 90% of the people that I put on my story the other day, everyone's like, what's the magic? What's the magic? How come these guys are 1, 2, month 3 in the top 20 of the company? Why? How? Nobody works. That's how. 90% of the people that you guys are competing with, your competition does not work.
Yeah, easy competition.
Working from 9 to 5, golfing on Saturdays, not fucking work.
Yeah.
If you show up every day, 9 to 9, Monday to Friday, Saturday, you want to take your foot a little bit off the gas, Get off at 6, 7, cool, no problem. But like, dude, during the
Yeah.
week, you're supposed to work. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to be doing anything else. And that's what nobody understands. And
Yeah.
I've
You
been
can go work
stressed.
another job. Tell them to go work another job, another 9 to 5, and make your 30, $40 an hour, and go be content and end up complaining like probably your parents do. I mean, that's another thing that like drives me is my mom. Like, I love her to death. She's like the sweetest lady. She's a tiny little thing, but like, she complains, and that's just a habit she has because of the lifestyle that she has lived for her whole life. And it drives me crazy hearing her complain about little things that I feel like people can fix, right? And not downing my mom, but that gives me fire, and it's like all these new agents are, they just need to have a mentality of like a fucking Wolverine, like we do. Go all fucking in, full throttle. You're going to get told no 99 times a day, 300 times a day, 500 times a day. Like, you don't know, right? But you're never going to get the yeses. You're never going to get, you know, the clients that are building up. You're never going to get recruits coming in if you're not fucking putting in the time. And if you think you're coming into the business just to recruit, you're just making your upline a fuck ton of money. Okay. You're going to fail drastically. You're going to end up quitting and walking out the door yourself, most likely. And I see that a lot as well. People think they're going to come in, they're not going to dial, not going to do shit the right way. They're not going to make any money, under their own pen. But then, like, their future, they're like, yeah, I'm going to make $300,000 a month. No, you're fucking not, ever. Like, ever. If you're not writing $30,000-$40,000 a month, you're fucking cooked. Like, you're cooked. You're cooking yourself. But yes, there are individuals who are content and they want to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and that's fine. Like, to each his own. But the majority of people that are entering this business, they talk a big fucking game, but they don't back it up. Competition is easy for people like us.
That's why I always say actions over words. Like, I put out a video recently where I don't believe, my mindset
I
is I
saw
don't believe,
that. I saw.
I look and I watch and I sit back. When I see the
Yeah.
actions, I believe you, but I don't believe words, because if you start believing people, everybody comes in here and talks a big game.
Oh yeah.
Like, you'll start making an emotional decision. An emotional leader is a weak leader. So like, you have to look at actions over words, especially now where you're at, where you're building now. But I know early on in the business, you're putting up these 40K months. What was it with the training and the skill set that you think that got you to that level and quick?
So, I mean, in regards to the training, so like, we have those training calls Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the Sean might call as well. So like, my first week or two, I was listening into those and I was taking like really hardcore notes and I was just implementing it. But then again, I wasn't listening to everybody. I was only listening to the individuals that I know for a fact were selling 40K plus. That's one thing that has helped me sell 40K. The second thing, script, word by fucking word, every time. Even now, like, everybody know, like, I can go off script because I know what the fuck I'm doing, but I still am reading the script word by word. Presentation for numbers, banking, social, health, like, all that is script. I still pull it up on my fucking laptop. And I could read the script right now without looking at it, the whole entire thing, word by word, but I still have it in front of me to ensure that I'm closing the motherfucker that I have on the phone, right? So word by word, you have to read the script. Number two, building your why. Tanner was very adamant on building a why with the client. And I see now a lot of my first policies are charging back because it just wasn't sticky business. That's part of the business. As long as you're writing a lot, that's absolutely fine. You'll make your money back. But he was very adamant on building a why early on in the script, which made my life easier when it came to objections. And we have these fucking training calls and people literally tell you exactly what to do and then nobody does it. Now, I rarely get objections, and that's just me being honest. An objection is an objection. I get clicked on still all the time, but I call the buyers, I build a why, I make sure that they want the product. I do not sell off of approval. I will rip my boys' heads off. I've made Noah McMarion lose multiple sales because I've heard the client go, oh, can I cancel it eventually? Yep, nope, not closing that one. You better flame them right fucking
I'll
now.
hang up on that.
Yeah, I want sticky shit. Like, like, what's going on? What did he just say? And that was one thing Tanner is very adamant. So I'm very stern and I'm very, I would say, strict on the phone. I control the conversation. I never, ever, ever once have allowed a client to dictate the outcome of the phone call. If they are in charge and they're the dictator on the phone, you're fucked. You're going to get a social objection. You're going to get a numbers objection on presentation. You're going to get banking objection. And then you're going to say, oh my God, they just hung up on me. Yeah, get back to fucking dialing. You just fucked yourself. And I see that with my new people. And another thing, don't fucking mute yourself. If any of my new people are in here, next time you mute yourself, you're getting kicked out of the fucking Zoom if you're on a call, because I can't help you guys. And everybody in here, if you're new, why would you mute yourself when there are people in the room that are making 10 extra income and are there to help you? It fucking fires me up. So I was always unmuted, and that allowed Tanner to always hear me and give me his feedback. And I would take that feedback and I would implement it. And if I did something wrong and he brought it up to me, I didn't mess it up again. I'm a one time, you tell me one time, I'm going to do it. Of course, we're all human. We might make mistakes, right? It's okay. But for the most part, yeah. If Ronnie Salem says, hey, Kyle, do this, don't say that again on the phone, I will never fucking say it again. And that's why I make 40K. Now, 99% of people, if Kyle says, hey, unmute yourself, every time you're on a presentation, one of my new girls today, if you're in here, you're getting called the fuck out because you're on mute and you lost 3 different people. And it's your own fault. And people need to listen to the people who are making 40K a month. If you don't, you're just never going to make that much money, and you're going to complain, and you're going to end up quitting or getting put on as earned. It's just the way it's going to go. You have to have a standard for yourself. Come in and trust people. You're not going to do this on your own. It's not that kind of business. You're going to fail.
That's the thing, man. Like, I was training a new group this week, and like 2 of them got stuck up at the banking, and I was like, hey, man, because they were unmuted, I was able to do this. I was like, say this is that. They closed. And they're like, dude, how did because I've done it 1,000 times. That's how I know. But if you're getting on Zoom and your camera's off and you're unmuted, ask yourself, why are you even getting on to begin with?
Yeah. Like, what's the point?
Like, we don't care about you showing up. We care about you doing the activity and doing well. So it's like, if you're on Zoom and your camera's off, you're unmuted, it's like nobody can hear you, nobody can see you, nobody can help you. And I'll be honest, guys like Kyle are not going to go out of their way to help you if you can't.
No, I won't. I won't. I won't help you. No, I can care. I mean, I can care less. I mean, I will give my whole entire heart and soul for, I don't even know, I don't have to know you. But if you're going to trust me and allow me to help you make money, help you get rich, I'm going to give you my heart and soul. I'm losing money for my team, right? In May, I'm waiting for those gateway numbers to come out. I'm probably going to write over 60K in May. I'm pumped for those fucking numbers. I'm at 50K after the 3rd week. And like, I'm moving forward. These new agents need to understand your upline is putting in a lot of time and effort for you. Whether you see it or you don't, you need to have fucking respect for them, because whether it's Tanner, Ronnie, myself, or whoever, Dante, Wiley, Luca, any of these motherfuckers that are giving you time and effort to help you make money, oh, God bless your soul, you better fucking listen, and you better act like you care. You better show the fuck up, because oh my God, if I had a say in it, oh my God, I would send every single motherfucker back to McDonald's, Burger King, go do whatever the fuck you want to do, get the fuck out. Like, it's just crazy. So yeah, I want everybody to really start having some respect for your upline and kind of like really look up to them and admire what they do, because you're in the business for a reason. You went to them for a reason, for help to do this job. You need to listen to them.
And having that mentor and having somebody before you that had results is super key in the business. Because
absolutely,
if Tanner had not sold at a high level, you wouldn't know how to. If Tanner is not building at a high level, you wouldn't know how to. And you implementing what your mentor is telling you and doing it right away is what separates you from the other 99% that just take the information on this call, and the 1% are the one that implement it. Like I'll
Yeah.
even, if you want to hear this funny story, I've never even shared this before. Drop a one in the chat. It was kind of
Ups
embarrassing,
ones.
almost embarrassing to share it. So early on in the business, when I started getting close to Zach Twardowski, he would start calling me a couple times a week. And I know if he was calling me, like I had a 5 minute window with him because he's really busy. So one time he calls me in the middle of banking with a lead. I'm in the banking on the phone. Literally, I'm right in the middle of the banking. I'm about to ask for the banking, and Zach Twardowski is calling me. It's like the third, fourth month into the year. I'm like, okay, I can't miss this call. I hang up on my client to take his call in the middle of the banking. But that's how intentional I was from getting the right information from the right people so I can implement it. That's all I've done. I didn't know shit about insurance 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't need to. You just need to find somebody that does.
Yep. Yeah.
Now,
Have the willpower to do it.
Now, for example, like now passing that information to your guys, now you're recruiting and building a badass team. How important has that been for you?
It's been really important. I've mirrored Tanner. That's what I do. So I'm trying to do everything that he does, maybe just even a little bit faster. If you're out there, Tanner, shout out. And it's been really important because I really care about my team. And like if they're on here, like I love you guys.
Who are they? Shout them out. Shout them out. I know they're in here.
So we got, who the fuck is in here? Put some ones in the chat if you're on the team. Who's in here? Zoe, probably Aaron, Noah, Mitt, Sean Isola's fucking coming up soon. He's gonna be a killer. Watch out for Sean Isola, motherfuckers. Holy shit, everyone's fucked. Holy shit. Oh my goodness gracious. And Amit is bringing fucking all of the Middle East with him. That's my boy. He trained me when I was actually 16. That's a fun story. So Amit, you're in here, brother. And I was down in Boca. I'm from Boca, South Florida, and I was like 16, and he trained me to be a server. And he's a badass guy. So like if I never had a sales job, you could say sales. I fucking murdered it in the restaurant industry. Managed an $18 million restaurant at 20. So brought them from 16 million my first year to 18 my second. Was getting shit bonuses, making 60, 70K a year, bullshit. But yeah, Amit trained me to be a server. And since I've been recruiting, I post out on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, stuff like that. Obviously, I'm implementing everything that, Wiley and you guys talk about and Tanner tells me to do. But Mitt reached out to me. He moved from Florida to California. And, he was looking for something more impactful for him in his future. And he'll be on the phone starting tomorrow. So I'm super amped up for that motherfucker. He's going to be an absolute killer. He's going to build quick too. So shout out to him. But yeah, no, I mean, my entire team, like I am very, very strict with them, but it's out of my passion and the love for the business. And at the end of the day, I'm going to protect this business. I'm going to protect everything Tanner's done, everything that you have done. And so my standards for my team are very, very, very high. And with me and two other dudes in May, we're going to do over 100,000 just with two guys. So I'm very excited for my numbers, for my team moving forward. Yeah, I mean, that's not even like a team, but yeah, I create dogs. And the reason that I create dogs is because I don't deal with bullshit. If somebody in my team doesn't want to answer, like let's say I put in a message, right, for everybody and I need answers and it's 9 a.m. If there's somebody that has an answer by the evening time, I just kick them out of my team chat. Like I am that motherfucker. And that's why my team is holding themselves accountable for their results. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure my fucking people make a lot of money. And I have some guys. I have one guy, Justin, who's in here. He started last Monday. He's at 15K in written premium in his first 9 days. Put some ones in the chat for that motherfucker. Like, and if you have the numbers for yourself, you're going to attract people who are going to bust their ass for you. And if you're writing 20K, right, and you're only working 45, 50 hours a week, your team is going to be pretty dog shit, and it's just pretty, it's as simple as that. You have to create a standard for yourself from the top and then send it all the way to the bottom. And that's something that you do. It's something that Tanner does. And that's something that I do. There's teams out there with 8 to 10 guys that my numbers last month with 2 guys are higher than. How the fuck does that make sense? Are we like, what are we doing? And I think it's just them not putting in the time and the effort that those recruits need. They're new writers, you know, and they're just slacking off, and they think these writers are going to come in and do the same thing that they did. And it doesn't fucking work like that. And nobody wants to take the time to help people this day and age. I don't think they just want the money. They just want to join and then in 90 days be like, oh, look at all this money. It's not going to fucking happen. You're going to be negative.
That's what it is, man. Just recently, I get a DM from 9 guys. They're like, "Hey, we want to join your team." I'm like, "Cool, let's hop on a call. Let's get to know each other." I'm like, "How much did you guys do last month?" And he goes, 67,000. I was like, "You? Like you did 67,000?" He's like, "No, the team."
Yeah.
I was like, "How?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Walk me through what you guys are doing. Like, what are you guys doing that 9 people put up 67K?" He's like, "Well, we work from like 9 to 2, then we take a break." I was like, "That's all you had
They're
to say."
circle jerking in the office, Ronnie. That's what they're doing.
That's all you had to say, brother. Our
That's
team
what
won't
they're fucking doing.
our team wouldn't be the right fit. And that's what it is. Like, you're putting in the work, you're leading for your guys, you're producing at a high level, and they're all following. Now, obviously, you're doing something right. You're finding the right people for your brand new agent to put up 15K in his first 9 days. What's the magic? What does the work ethic look like? What are they doing
I'll
in
tell
the
you what. That motherfucker, Justin, you need to fix your sleep schedule, motherfucker. But he reads a script like no other. And he's confident. And no matter what, I told him, never, like if you've already made it that far, right, and you're getting an objection on social, banking, numbers, closers close. Sean Mike said he doesn't let anybody off the fucking phone. Now, my thing with my team, we don't do callbacks anymore. My team, we don't do callbacks on Team Kyle. Not allowed.
Close or hang up. That's it. Close or hang up.
Yep, that is it. And it's one going to save you time, right? And I remember my first month, it's like, oh, you have 3 callbacks on Wednesday. You wake up, you're like, ooh, callbacks closed. You end up at 0 on the day because you were so fucking worried about Jan, Peter, and John, who were never going to fucking answer you in the first place. They probably died or they're still sleeping, even though it's 3 p.m. It's just the way the business works. And so, like for Justin's instance, I said, yo, if you just read the fucking script word by word, be confident. We're not doing callbacks, okay? Don't let them off the phone. Be an absolute fucking savage, okay? And just pound in their head the why. We're doing this to protect Julie. She's broke. Let's get this shit taken care of. You're doing a good deed. You're an honorable man. You want to be an honorable man, or I mean, you tell me, which is it? You know, I'm very straight to the point. I don't bullshit. I don't like to deal with clients that aren't buyers. That's one of my motives. My people, my team, call the buyers, speak to the buyers. Anybody else, don't fucking talk to them. Like, don't fucking talk to them. So for Justin, confidence, he's reading the script and he's just being a savage on the phone. He's not letting people off. And then another thing that I think is huge is the tonality. His tonality is perfect because he goes based off the client. If they sound like they're dying and sick, he sounds like they're dying and sick. If they're a little energetic, he's a little energetic. And I tell all my people that if they don't want to listen, don't listen. But that's something that Sean Mike, the CEO of this fucking company, said. I wrote it down. It works. Everybody should do it. And another thing with new agents, they're just nervous. They're talking way too fast on the phone most of the time. You know, I have a few of my girls on my team, Zoe, Danny, you all fucking killers. Zoe's killing it. She's probably written like 8K in her first week and a half. She's doing really well. Danny just started dialing yesterday, but like these girls are just a little nervous. They just have to slow down a little bit, you know, drink some more water. That's another thing I tell everybody on my team. You told me right before this call, yo, get your water bottle. I always have this motherfucker. Look, 1, 2, 3. Like, yeah, I'm fucking caffeinated, motherfuckers. I work and I'm going to keep my energy up all fucking day. For those of you that are feet up, laying back on the couch dialing, yeah, you're not going to close because these clients can feel that energy. It's a mindset. And these people, young or old, we all have senses. Think about when people call you. You know, like you can read these people, and if they don't sound energetic or like they actually want to talk to you, you don't want to talk to them. It's just it's natural, you know. So, you know, just we really all just need to implement the things that our uplines say if they're selling 40,000 or more. And if your upline's not selling 40,000 or more, I would find a new upline and don't talk to them ever fucking again.
It's really important to sell at a high level. And now I want to end it with this because obviously you killed it in the vault, and so are your guys. What
Yes.
is the number one thing that you could leave, because we're onboarding 100 new agents a month? What is the number one thing that you could leave them with when it comes to the vault?
The vault is a absolute war zone, but what was it? 60,000 new numbers put in there the other day, Ronnie? What was that?
62,
Like, yeah,
62,000.
like the fuck? Like, do we even realize how many numbers that actually is? Like I always said, I was like, I'm gonna try to call every number. It's fucking impossible, but that was my mindset. So if I can leave everybody that's new and that you're in the vault and you're struggling, three things. You need to be prepared every single phone call or day, however you want to look at it, to be told no. It's part of the business. Okay. You're going to be told no a lot, but there are 100 and something thousand fucking numbers in there. There are so many buyers. It is ridiculous. And if you can't find them, the reasoning is you're just not calling enough numbers. That's what it is. You're not calling enough people every single day. Whether you're at the desk for 12 hours, but if you have this thing open on Instagram, texting your mom, texting your girlfriend, going and cook, like if you're cooking in the middle of the day, you're just retarded. Like it doesn't make any sense. You're taking time out of your day. Like, no, go to Publix, go to Walmart, wherever the fuck you are, and get a $5 rotisserie chicken, put a cup of ramen noodles in the microwave and eat right here. Like, eat at your fucking desk. You're fucking broke. What are we doing? You're
I
broke.
still don't.
Stop cooking. I don't get it. So the time that you put in is the results you're going to get. So you need to work 8 a.m. to 9, 8 to 9 every day in the vault. And you need to dial well over 500 numbers a day. Well over 500 numbers a day. Minimum. Yesterday, between myself and my dialer, we dialed 1,056 numbers. I don't need to dial that many numbers, but I was sitting here because I want to be an example to my team, to Luca's team who's here in the office, and show, yeah, Kyle wrote 55, 60,000 in May. He still fucking works all day, every single fucking day. So if you're not calling more than 500 numbers in the vault, you're not trying hard enough. If you're taking time out of your day, you're not putting in enough time. You don't realize that every single minute fucking counts. These people just might happen to answer now, but not answer in 10 seconds. You won't know unless you find out. So maximize the vault's time and energy. Put in all of it. Put in everything you got to the vault. Dial as many numbers as you can and don't waste any time. I never called a number more than once in the vault. There's over 100,000 numbers in there. Like, holy fuck, find a buyer, somebody who's right next to their fucking phone, waiting for life insurance from Kyle Hansen. And I found over like 70 of those people in my first, 45 days. And because I maximized my time and my effort was 110%, and I read the script. To read the script, you have to dial minimum 500 numbers a day, right? And you need to have an energy. What was it you said to me one day? I was still living on the farm. You said to me, I'm going to make what I want out of this, or something like that. And ever since then, every person I call, I'm like, 400 a month, 400 a month. Ronnie's answering, Ronnie, 400 a month, 400 a month. That's the way I act. Ask anybody in the office. But then Ronnie answers, oh boy, he better be ready to spend money or go to war. That's the way I look at it. If I get on the phone with somebody, I am going to war with you, and you better be prepared to spend money. Or you better just hang up on me in the first 5 seconds. It's your only shot. And that's my mentality. And if you have that mentality, holy fuck, you're going to be a dog. So dial as much as you can, be a dog, just fucking go to work, trust your mentor, stop being a fucking lazy bitch, wake up on time, give no fucks about anything other than this business for 90 fucking days. Just fucking give it 90 days, 110%. the results will fucking just mesmerize you. People around you are gonna fucking beg you for a job. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Let's fucking go. No, do not triple dial. Or wait, what was the question?
So he thought that you said you never call the same lead more than once or stuff. Basically, he's saying he triple dials the lead, but he never calls more than the same lead.
Oh, no, Ronnie. In the vault, I never called the number more than once. I never triple dialed a number in the vault.
Really? No way. That's a new one.
Ever. My new guys don't. None of my team dials a number more than, like, they call, next, bang, next. Like, my team will call 100,000 numbers in the next 30 days. And we're going to get all the fucking buyers. And we're going to run it up in June. All you little fucking savages. Let's go. So, yeah. So he was right, Ronnie. So to each his own, you know, sometimes, yeah, it's good to call a number 3 times. They will pick up on the third dial. Absolutely agree with that. But my mentality personally, it was call as many numbers as fast as I can and find the motherfucker who's going to answer and beg for me to be on the phone with them. And it worked for me, you know, so to each his own. But yes, I only dialed once.
Your way makes sense because you're calling more people. But then, like, we see the agents in the office, the guy that we see, the Omar, we see all these guys in the office that did the damage doing triple dial. So each way works. There's no perfect.
Yeah, it works. It works. You know. Yeah.
Now we're about to open it up some questions, but anything you ever need, man, whether it's a business, personal, you call me whatever time, whether it's 2:00 in the afternoon or 2:00 at night, and you've got a problem. If I show up and you have an issue, everybody dies except you. So appreciate you getting
on. We'll bash them and throw them into the sand.
Yes, sir. That's all it is. But if you have any questions, go ahead and unmute. We'll take them for about 10 minutes. Give Kyle all you've got, and I'll let him take over from here. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate it.
Y'all be role playing?
What was that?
Do y'all role play?
You got a question for me? For questions. We're not role playing. We do trainings Monday,
No,
Wednesday.
I said, do y'all role play? Is that what do y'all be role playing?
Yeah,
Like,
and then
practicing the script?
Yeah, like you and your team.
Yeah. So I mean, when I onboard somebody, I give them about 3 nights of us going over the script. The first night, I'm an easy lay down. I just say yes to everything. Right. And then the next night I do objections. The third night, I kind of mix around with it. And then all of my new onboards, I let them join my Zoom room for like 5 days to just listen. You know, the more that they listen to you and your team and whoever is in there, the more that they're going to understand what the fuck they're walking into, and they're going to be more mentally prepared. They're going to hear 100 objections already, 100 no's already. So when they walk in, they know what to expect. So I give my recruits a bunch of time on Zoom just to listen, and then I give them a few days of role play.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cal, are you using a dialer or are you manually dialing?
Who else that?
James here. Are you manually dialing or are you using a power dialer?
No power dialer. I tried it for about an hour and then I got my money, or I lost money. I deleted it. I dial everything right here, just with my hand. Speedy, quick.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Make sure you just stretch your fingers every morning. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding.
I know you said Tanner told you some things you got to do to be successful. So what were like some of those things that he told you that stuck with you?
Be a dog. Put in 110% effort. So one of the things is me helping other individuals helps my business at the end of the day. If you can teach other people to get rich, you will, automatically get rich on your own without even realizing it. As well as just simply reading the script and trying to actually understand and learn the business. If you don't ask a million questions a day, you're never going to know the right ways to do things, right or wrong. So I was I was up with Tanner up, 1 a.m. every single night, asking him over and over again the same shit, or different things, just so I can learn and start to implement everything myself. So ask a lot of questions and actually want to learn the correct way to do this. That was like a huge thing.
Oh, you're a top closer, bro. So like, how is it that you said that sometimes you don't like to waste your time on the phone. So how could you tell early on within like the first 5-10 minutes that client's going to be a client that's just going to waste your time with a social or banking objection, or how can you tell if that's someone that's truly interested?
So like, I think I'll be on the call tomorrow morning going over objections for everybody. But one of the things that I do, like in my opening paragraph, right? So like, obviously if they're cursing at me, like I'm just going to tell them like, hey, like I gotta go. And then I fucking hang up. That's one thing. Like I tell my people, like just hang up on them if they're cursing at you, being an ass wipe. Like we don't want to deal with those people. But in the opening paragraph, once you say like, okay, sir, like was your main regard to cover the funeral expense so it doesn't fall a burden on your loved one? They're going to say yes, right? So if they say yes, now I know I'm like, 25% in, and then I'm going to ask them in regards to leaving extra, whether they say yes or no, I always go back up, right? Everybody else just keeps moving forward, right? This is something like I train myself to do. I do this and I teach my people to do this. And that's to always reiterate. So, oh, no, I don't want to leave anything extra. Okay, so we're just going to take care of that burial cremation expense today, sir. Yes. Now they've said yes twice, right? So now I'm already more locked in than every single other person that would have talked to them, because I've already gotten 2 yeses before I leave the first paragraph. And then once you dig into that beneficiary, bro, like I'll tear apart a beneficiary, like, and make the guy cry on the phone for, talking like, you really got to.
What are those questions you ask to make it deeper in their beneficiary? So like, obviously you get the beneficiary, get the name, and then you ask them, hey, your goal is to make sure that so-and-so isn't burdened with this final expense. What are you saying to dig that deeper? Ask them, get them deeper,
So
and make
like,
them think more.
If they're like, yeah, like my goal here is to like, make sure they're not burdened by it. I'm like, okay, like, so it's not financially affordable. They're not going to be able to come out of budget. And then when they say no, I'm like, okay, like that would be like a really bad situation. Like, God forbid you and I get off the phone right now and something happens tomorrow, your wife is going to be really screwed, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. So that's why we're going to take care of this today while we're on the phone. Right, Jimmy? Okay, perfect. Bang. So like, I'll ask those kind of questions and I'll get a lot of yeses before I move anywhere. Whether if like the client's jumping me, pushing me, hey, what's the quotes? What's the quotes? Like, I don't do that. Like, you have to go through the script in order to build a why and build a foundation to the presentation. If you can create a badass foundation, the wife is broke, she's literally going to be so fucked, and the guy admits that, you can reiterate that, before you get to the presentation. And then when you're on the numbers, when you say, oh, okay, like given those 3 options, sir, the bronze, silver, and gold, which one's going to make the most sense to cover Sally so she doesn't get fucked? But I don't say fucked, but I'm like screwed over or like burdened by you, or like, I don't want to, I always say, I don't want your wife to have to call me and ask for a refund. I literally had a lady call me and ask for a fucking $12,000 refund because her husband was a fucking delusional, he was an asshole, just didn't want to listen. You know what I mean? That's the truth. So I'll kind of scare them into like, okay, shit, like this is real life thing. He's talking real life. Like, I don't want to fuck over my wife. Let's take care of this.
No doubt. Just being real with them, making sure they know, understand.
And
I'll be honest, I've noticed that from all of your calls. And there's one more question. I'll say I've been getting a lot of I won't say I've got a lot of banking objections, but I've got a decent amount of social and banking objections since I've been here in the last 3 weeks. I've done good numbers, but what would you say? I'm saying the script verbatim. What would you say? I feel like it's my confidence, the way I'm saying it to the clients. How do you become more confident in what you're saying? Because I know that's tonality. How do you work on that? Like, how do you become as confident as you are with things you say?
Like a lot of like, you got to realize, brother, like you're never going to meet this person in person. You're never going to see them face to face. And like, to be honest, bro, like you might talk to them like a few more times, like ever. Like, let's just be real. So when you go into this, whoever you're calling, man, like you need to be in charge and be the dictator from the beginning. So when you're getting down to the social, you know, you let them know like, hey, like we're gonna submit this request for coverage. We're gonna verify your identity. You know, I say certain words with a little bit more empathy. When I say we're
Okay.
gonna put payment method on file, sir. Okay, he
Mm-hmm.
heard that. Now when I'm throwing my numbers out, right? Like, is that 70? I just had the same conversation with one of my team members today or yesterday. Say to the client, whether it's $50 or whether it's 150 or even 500. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
that $85 is going to be affordable to you. I'm not trying to take food off the table now. Yeah, it is. Okay, are you sure? I just want to make sure I know that you want to protect Sally. You don't want to burden her, but just got to make sure that $85 is going to be okay to be drafted in the next 24 to 48 hours. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. You're not going to have an objection on banking, bro.
Okay.
I mean, unless it's
Reassuring them multiple times.
like, yeah, man, like you're not like, of course, I had a guy, I lost $290 fucking monthly premium last night, and he was begging me hands and knees for it. He was actually incapable to do everything in regards to finding his bank shit. Like he was trying to, I don't even know how I made him sign the shit for ethos, and I don't know how I got him that far. Like you're gonna get cooked old men. Like it's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
And you're going to get people who you say, oh, your first 4 digits, and then they just click because that's just who they are. You're still,
No doubt.
it's okay. Like it's a natural thing. But if you can really like, dude, like own the fuck out of the script. If you don't read the script and if you're in this call, like you're fucking cooking yourself. And like people like me, Tanner, Ronnie, and these other killers, like, yeah, you guys are like what, like we're looking at you and we want to help you and we care so much, but you just need to listen and read the script. So create a foundation, brother, be a dog, and just own the conversation. Don't be afraid of these people. You're never going to see them in person. It's just a fucking phone call. Let me just verify your identity. You're a US citizen, right? Right. Okay, perfect. Go ahead with your social. Just ask, verify your social. If you say
100%.
like too much, they're going to be like, what is this guy saying? But if you're just like, yeah, verify your social, that's all I say. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, and if they object it, you need to just stay calm. Be like, all right, man, like, I'm sure you realize, like, you know, the death certificate, the only thing that's going to match up with you and help Stacy get that money is your social, sir. You do know that,
100%.
right? And then once they say right, they're probably going to give it to you most of the time. You're still going to get people that you're going to have to send pictures of the application and practically beg for it, but you just fight, bro. Don't let them off the phone. No fucking callbacks. You're going to lose money in
No
your
doubt. 100%. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. You're
Yo,
welcome.
Kyle, I got a question.
What's up, Sean?
What's up, brother?
Motherfucker.
What are some ways that you keep control of the conversation? How do you stay in charge?
I tell them, sir, don't rush me. I closed a guy yesterday who was jumping to he wanted the numbers. I wasn't finished with the health questions. I said, sir, you're rushing me. I'm going to need you to slow down and let me finish what I'm saying. He said, okay, sir. I demand. It's like people ask, oh, can you go get your checkbook? Oh, can you go do this? Can you go do this? Like, yeah, they're already lost. Tell them what to do. They're gonna feel this like pressure of like, oh my God, Sean is really trying to help me right now. He told me to go do this. Let me just go do it real quick to make sure my wife is good. But if you're scared to have those hard conversations with the client and tell them what to do, like, yeah, if I say to some guy, hey, go do this right now, or stop talking, sir. Like I've told a guy, stop talking. You're interrupting me. You need to answer me, sir. I'm here doing this for you. Oh, okay, I'll stop talking. Good. Go get your checkbook now. Okay, I guess I'll go get it. 1 second. Good boy. Like, you know me, Sean. So like, and for you, dude, like you're already an absolute fucking animal, dude. Put some ones in the chat for Sean. He's 18 years old and he writes 30K. So yeah, hold
40K,
40K, and he's 18. So all you motherfuckers should hold his pocket and follow him down the fucking yellow brick road because he's doing something right. All right, it's ridiculous. And those of you who are on this call not looking at the fucking camera right now, you're cooked. I'm looking at you motherfuckers. Cooked. Like, it's as easy as that, Sean. Listen to Tanner. You know, you have the best mentor in the world. You have me around if you ever need me to kill somebody for you, bash them in. And yeah, dude, just be a little bit more confident and demanding on the call. Don't be afraid to lose somebody. You right, like if you get somebody on the phone, dude, like I know you're gonna fucking close them 9 out of 10 times. So if you're just a little bit more like, bang, go do this with like a little bit more empathy and a little bit more zing in you, dude. Holy shit, you're writing 50K.
I love it. Thank you, bro.
Yes, fucking sir.
Really
All
quickly,
right, one more question, one more, and then we're off.
yeah, one of your answers from earlier made me think if someone does ask for like the price off rip at the start of the call, like, yeah, I just want to hear the price. Can we hurry this up? What do you usually say to redirect and just get right back into the script?
Here, ask me.
Okay, yeah, well, can you just tell me the prices? I don't really feel like doing all this over the phone. You just let me know what the prices
No,
are.
no. Absolutely not, sir. And I'm sure you understand why, right?
Well, no, why can't you just give me the prices?
Because everything is going to be based off your age and your health. And of course, this is going to have to be affordable and within your budget, sir. I'm not trying to take any food off the table. So what we're going to do is spend about a minute or so and bang.
Yeah.
Bang.
Okay. All right.
Now I'm gonna, if they cut me off, I will stop them in their tracks and I'm gonna say, sir, don't interrupt me. This is a process and I have to go through the application in order to get your numbers. If you can't wait for me, be my guest and hang up. I don't give a fuck.
All right, man.
It could be
That was
$500.
fire.
No
Yeah, that's
fear.
fire.
So don't
That was
have any fucking fear. All right, yo. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you, Ronnie, for having me on.